Right now, manufacturers are selling you a $35,000 car with a built-in expiration date. I have been a mechanic for 23 years. I have pulled apart thousands of engines. And I can tell you exactly when they decided that your car should die. And profit was the reason. Turbocharged engines that detonate at 80,000 miles. Direct injection systems coked up with carbon at 60,000. 10-speed transmissions that cost $4,000 to rebuild and fail like clockwork. That is not bad luck. That is a business model. But before all of that greed existed, 5 cars were built differently. Over-engineered. Bulletproof. 2 of them are sitting in my shop right now past 400,000 miles. Still running. And number 1? Mechanics quietly fight each other to buy it. Let us get into it. Car number 5. Honda Accord, 6th generation, 1998 to 2002. Nobody is buying this car right now. It sits at the back of every lot. Faded paint, wrong color, wrong decade. Priced at $3,500 because 3 people looked at it and walked straight past it towards something newer and shinier. That is exactly why you should be paying attention. Under that boring hood sits the F23A engine. No turbo. No direct injection. No timing belt waiting to snap and destroy everything downstream. It runs a timing chain, port injection, and one of the simplest ECU configurations Honda ever built. This engine has fewer moving failure points than the transmission alone on a 2023 Honda CR-V. Let that sink in. I had a customer. Retired teacher, bought one of these for $2,800 with 140,000 miles on it. She came back 3 years later not for repairs. She came back to show me 240,000 on the odometer and ask if she should change the spark plugs. That was the only conversation we had about that car. Right now a comparable 6th generation Accord with honest mileage sits between $2,500 and $4,000. A used Civic from the same era with worse engine architecture costs 40% more simply because the Civic badge carries more street credibility. You are paying for a sticker, not engineering. Here is what dealers will never tell you. The F23A responds to basic maintenance like nothing else on the used market. Fresh oil, clean coolant, new plugs. And this engine will genuinely outlast the body around it. But if you think that engine is overbuilt, wait until you see what number 4 is running under the hood. This one has not changed its formula in 30 years. Car number 4. Toyota Camry, 5th generation, 2002 to 2006. Most people walk past this car because it looks like something their accountant drives. Beige, invisible, completely unremarkable. And that is the trap. Because while you were busy ignoring it, taxi fleets across 3 continents were quietly running these into the ground. And losing. Under the hood sits the 2AZ FE engine. Toyota has been refining this architecture since the early 90s. No turbo, no dual-clutch experiment, no cylinder deactivation system waiting to fail. Just a naturally aspirated 4-cylinder that Toyota over-engineered for markets that demand absolute reliability. The timing chain is internal. The cooling system is straightforward. Every failure pattern on this engine is documented, predictable, and cheap to fix. The one known weakness is a head gasket issue on early 2AZ units. The fix is under $400 at an independent shop. Compare that to a $2,200 turbocharger replacement on a 3-year-old crossover and tell me which car is actually reliable. I know a rideshare driver in Manchester who put 340,000 miles on a 2004 Camry running airport routes 7 days a week. He sold it still running because he wanted a newer car, not because it needed anything. Right now a clean 2002 to 2006 Camry sits between $3,000 and $4,500. A 3-year-old crossover with 50,000 more miles costs 4 times that. You are financing depreciation and complexity, not reliability. In the UK and Australia, this generation has a cult following for one specific reason. Parts availability is extraordinary and independent mechanics know this engine like their own name. Now number 3 is where things get controversial. Mechanics love it. Car reviewers hate it. And the reason why will make you question everything you have read online. Car number 3. Mazda 6, 1st generation, 2003 to 2008. Every 3rd YouTube video about this car tells you to run. Bad reliability scores, forum horror stories, owners swearing they will never buy Mazda again. And because of that noise, this car sits on lots right now for $2,500, while mechanically superior vehicles with worse reputations sell for double. That gap exists because most people are reading reviews instead of talking to mechanics. Here is what the workshop floor actually shows. The L-Series 2.3-liter engine in this generation is a naturally aspirated port-injected unit with a timing chain, a simple valve train, and an automatic transmission that was overbuilt for the platform it sits in. This drivetrain combination was designed to absorb punishment, not comfort. Punishment. The one weakness that caused all the forum panic is an E-jar valve that carbons up around 80,000 miles. The fix is $180 in parts and 2 hours of labor. That is it. That is the death sentence everyone is running from. Mazda quietly revised the E-jar calibration twice after 2005, and later models barely see the issue at all. Planned obsolescence failed on this one. A colleague of mine bought a 2006 Mazda 6 specifically because the bad reputation dropped the price to $2,200. He has put 90,000 miles on it since. Total repair cost outside of maintenance. One oxygen sensor at $65. Right now you can buy this car for what some people spend on a set of alloy wheels for their crossover. Bad press created a buyer's market, and smart buyers are the only ones winning. Number 2 is the one I personally recommend to every single person who asks me. It is not the flashiest car on this list, but I have seen this engine survive things that should have killed it. Car number 2. Lexus ES300, second generation, 1997 to 2001. I have put my name behind this car 3 times. My sister, my brother-in-law, a close friend who called me from a dealership parking lot asking what to buy. All 3 of them own this car right now. None of them have called me about a breakdown. The engine is the 1MZ FE, a 3.0-liter V6 with a timing belt. Yes, belt, not chain. But here is the critical detail. This belt runs in one of the most over-engineered housings Toyota ever designed, with an interference-tolerant layout that was built for a luxury market that demanded zero failure tolerance. The block itself uses cast iron sleeves inside an aluminum block. The internals were forged for a segment of buyers who would have sued Toyota into the ground over a single breakdown. That engineering did not disappear when the price dropped. When the timing belt does need replacing. Every 90,000 miles. The parts kit costs $85. The entire job takes 3 hours. I once serviced a 1999 ES300 with 310,000 original miles. The owner was a retired engineer. He had changed the timing belt twice, the coolant 3 times, and nothing else mechanical had ever been touched. Before buying, check 3 things. 1. Timing belt service history. 2. Condition of the valve cover gaskets. They weep on high mileage units. 3. Transmission fluid color. Should be clean red, never brown. A comparable modern entry-level luxury sedan costs $38,000 new and needs a $900 transmission service every 40,000 miles. This car costs $4,000 and laughs at neglect. But number 1? I debated putting it on this list. Not because it does not deserve it, but because once I tell you, prices might go up. This is the car that even other mechanics do not want you to know about. Car number 1. Volvo S70/V70, 1997 to 2000, with the B5254S engine. I am going to make you wait 10 more seconds before I name it. Because this car does not have a loud fanbase. It does not have a YouTube cult. It does not have flippers driving up the price on every auction site. It just quietly sits there ignored, while people who know exactly what it is circle back and buy every clean example they can find. Those people are mostly mechanics. Dealers do not push this car because the margin is thin and the buyers are rare. Flippers avoid it because the general public does not recognize the badge as a status symbol. That invisibility is precisely what makes it the single greatest mechanical value in the entire used car market right now. The engine is the B5254S, a 2.5-liter inline 5-cylinder that Volvo engineered during a period when they were building cars for Scandinavian winters, maximum safety ratings, and buyers who kept vehicles for 20 years. It runs a timing belt with a hydraulic tensioner, port injection, zero turbocharger, and a bottom end built with clearances so tight that engineers at the time called it overspecified. That is not a marketing term. That is a complaint from accountants who wanted Volvo to build cheaper engines. Volvo refused. The result is a platform with documented examples past 300,000 miles, requiring nothing beyond scheduled maintenance. One owner in Sweden ran a 1998 V70 as a daily driver for 19 years. When the body finally rusted beyond repair, the engine was still on its original internals. Right now you can find clean examples in the UK and US between $1,500 and $3,500. A used Toyota Corolla with equivalent mileage costs more and out-engineers nothing. The one honest weakness is the PCV oil trap system. It clogs around 150,000 miles and causes rough idle. The replacement part costs $40 and takes 40 minutes to fit. In the UK, this trim is everywhere. In the US, look specifically for the GLT or SE trim with full service records. In Australia, the V70 wagon variant is the one to target. Here is what we covered. Honda Accord 6th generation. A bulletproof F23A engine that outlasts cars costing 3 times more. Toyota Camry 5th generation. 30 years of proven architecture with a $400 worst-case repair bill. Mazda 6 1st generation. A manufactured bad reputation that created the best buyer's market on any used lot right now. Lexus ES300. Forged internals built for a luxury market that demanded perfection, now available for grocery money. And the Volvo S70. The car mechanics quietly buy while everyone else walks past it. The car industry changed the day profits beat engineering. These 5 cars were built just before that happened. While your neighbor is financing a timing chain repair on a 3-year-old SUV, you could be driving any one of these for under $5,000. And spending nothing. Drop a comment right now. Which of these 5 do you already own, or which one surprised you most? I read every single one. If you want to know which cars look reliable but mechanics privately refuse to touch, that video is next. Number 3 on that list will make every Camry fan very uncomfortable. Subscribe. You will want to see that one.